What up? What up? It's your best friend Blake, and this is the Up North Sportscast. I'm here with my cousin C. Loke, and we are going to be breaking it down tonight. We got a lot on the plate with the Milwaukee Bucks, the NBA playoffs in general, Aaron Rodgers. We'll be talking favorite athletes to party with. A little MLB and a little bit of Northwoods League. So get some baseball in there too. Make sure you hit us up on social at TUN Sportscast, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the Up North Sportscast on YouTube. Give us a like, give us a follow. We're always a good time. How you doing, Chance? Freezing on us already? Oh, looks like it.
You were freezing on me.
Oh, I don't think that's how it's working.
Usually it doesn't.
All right. First, we gotta say it. We are in time tonight. It's not past midnight, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to you, Chance, Dad. Happy Father's Day to me.
Happy Father's Day.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, we're both fathers here. And I'll tell you, that's been really rewarding, more so than it has been difficult or anything like that for me. So, I mean, I don't know. I always say it's a good time. I love having kids. So, and I want to give a shout out to my dad. He's always been super supportive. Went to all the sports things that he could, even though he worked a lot. So, thanks, Dad. I love you.
Yeah, I guess for me, I'm beyond grateful. I'm a dad. Went out for some ice cream with my little girl here before we started this podcast. And let me tell you, that was a mess. She's 1 year and 2 months. Great time. I'd also love to give a shout out to my dad. If I were to sit down and think of the games that he missed, it would be a lot harder than remembering the games that my dad made it to like almost every game. He's great. He's my biggest critic, my biggest fan, and that's all. One thing I'll always remember of my dad when it came to any sport I played is he'd get on my ass and he'd cheer my ass on every time I did anything great. He was the epitome of a dad. I couldn't ask for a better one.
Definitely. Happy Father's Day, y'all. Next up, what the buck? Is it time for Milwaukee? We want to know after the Giannis and the Bucks won Game 7 against Brooklyn in Brooklyn. After nobody had won between those two teams away the whole season, even in the regular season. I think it was 9 games, and only the home team had won between them. And then finally, Milwaukee broke that streak and won one away. So they'll be going to the Eastern Conference Finals, and wow, they're going to be playing the Hawks. Imagine that. This is wild. So do the Bucks have what it takes to win it all? Are they going to go all the way?
For me, I think so. I feel, last year they got eliminated by the Heat, who ended up playing in the NBA Finals, and the Heat were battle-tested, very ready, and a tough out. Clearly, they made it to the NBA Finals, and they put on the Lakers a little bit, gave them a hard run. They took out the Heat, got that hump off their back, got that monkey off, went and defeated the Super Nets that have Michael Jordan, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Montana. We got everybody. Got that off. I feel like after defeating those last two teams, those are probably their 2 toughest matches. And Hawks are playing good, and this could be something that come back and bite me in the tongue here, but they might have an easier matchup now in the Eastern Conference Finals playing the Hawks compared to their last 2 rounds. So it could be almost like a good rest period. I don't think it's going to go 7 or anything like that. So they could go into this NBA Finals very rested. And this has been a very actually compared to other teams, a very healthy Milwaukee team. I just feel like they got that monkey off their back. Like they've had so much pressure on them in previous years with Giannis winning both back-to-back MVPs, and I want to say they had the best record in the last 2 years too, coming out of the East, and maybe last year for sure, just the NBA period. So I feel like there's just a little bit of weight off of them and pressure, especially with Giannis signing, re-signing that contract. They're not worried about him leaving the next year. They know he's there. Got in Drew. I feel like they're co-stars and Drew Hall. We are the team to beat, and I think they're ready.
Absolutely. Yeah, some of the things that you said make a lot of sense. They have been pretty healthy this year. The addition of Drew Holiday does just seem to solidify the team rather than Eric Bledsoe last year.
Mm.
Um, I had picked the Nets to win the series, so I'm a little bit surprised that the Bucks are moving on here. Did pick the Hawks finally, but didn't have them winning earlier on. Should be pretty interesting. I think that the Bucks will get to the finals. They're gonna have a tough time in the finals, I think, either way. But I think they have the potential to win it all. This could be the year. If I had to bet, I think I would probably bet on a different team.
Ugh. I feel like this is the year. I feel like it's now or never. Like next year, everybody else in the league, the Lakers are probably going to retool. Mm-hmm. The Sixers they should be healthy. Not the Sixers, the Nets.
The Nets, yeah. I mean, that's the thing too. In the Nets, they beat Kevin Durant. Harden didn't really look like Harden.
Kyrie was there for half the series. I mean, I get that they didn't have all three at the same time, but is that the Bucks' fault?
No, I'm not saying it is. But...
I mean that's how sports go. It's not, you can only play what's out on the floor with you, and the Bucks went on and they did it. So call it good fortune or not. I think
it doesn't instill it doesn't instill confidence in me. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I'm not saying they can't. I'm just saying, Trae Young is playing lights out basketball. I mean, it might be difficult with some of the surrounding pieces to take that all the way. I think who's you got, like Capella there?
Capella, DeAndre Hunter, your boy Lou Will's over there too. I mean, they've got some good role players.
Can they beat the Bucks?
They're not here for a reason. No.
So there's no way they're beating the Bucks.
No.
All right.
Who's going to guard Giannis? Who's going to guard Giannis?
Bucks in what?
I'm gonna go 6.
Bucks in 6.
But I think it's going to be a very how do you explain it?
Almost like a player management, time management for the Bucks, where maybe they take a game off and say, "Hey, we don't need to win this one. Let's come back."
Kind of. I feel definitely one of those is going to be like whatever. You can have this one. One of them, I think the Hawks might steal because it might catch them in the mouth. Kind of like, well, we didn't.
Game 1.
See that coming. We kind of maybe we kind of didn't see that coming. All right, let's gear up and then. I would say 5 or 6, but I'm gonna go with 6. But I don't think it's gonna look as close as a typical 6-game series would.
So the game 1 is on Wednesday here, the 23rd. All right. I'm pumped for that. I think it's gonna be fun to watch Trae Young.
He is fun to watch.
I'll
dive into Trae in here a little bit here.
Yeah, I think the Bucks will move on. And does anybody in the West concern you against the Bucks, matchup wise?
The Suns.
The Suns.
I don't
DeAndre
know
Ayton
what
there.
are we heading into our playoff segment here, or
Yeah, we could probably move on over there.
I mean we're kind of dipping into it here.
Bucks are gonna be in there too.
I don't. I guess let's go back to square one here. The Clippers advanced. Kind of shocking.
Right.
Last two games without Paul George, or with just Paul George and company, not Kawhi. I might need to fill out my Paul George apology form.
Yeah,
That's kind of going around social media. Pretty impressive for him. Without Kawhi, and pretty impressive. They stepped up, went into Utah, won a game, number one seed in the West, and they took it to them. Suns, I can't remember if last time I was on the show if we touched on the Suns, but they've just been dominant. I can't remember if last time we talked that we were talking about their series, but they cleaned that up quick. They swept. They moved on. Chris Paul's out. Game one was already out today. Didn't seem to matter. Devin Booker pulled off his first triple-double of his whole career. God, that team is clicking, and they're scary. We've talked about how scary they are, and they still remain scary to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really good.
I mean, is there any concerns? We see these games, and it's kind of the same thing with the Jazz, you see them kind of go off one night, and it's like you kind of start swaying towards the Jazz, but it's like, how can he had his first triple double of his whole career? How many more times is he going to be able to repeat that? They won by 6. It's not like it was a complete blowout necessarily.
No, but I mean, he did that in the highest stakes and probably the most important game of his career.
Yeah.
Biggest game of his career.
Well, is he going to do that, the rest of the series?
I doubt it. Chris Paul should be coming back and taking off some of that ball handling load, so I feel that it might change. Scoring might be up there, might even be higher. It's Chris Paul passing the ball around. You seen what he did to the Lakers in that game 6? Was it? Yeah, 6. I mean, flush. Booker's scary.
Yeah. Kawhi, so it sounds like Kawhi didn't travel at all. So he'll be out for game 2, I would imagine.
They said, he was going to miss the first 2 for sure. I personally feel it's going to be more than that.
Yeah, I mean,
there's so much swelling in that knee apparently that they can't get an MRI.
Oof.
Never heard of that before, and maybe that is a really common thing. I'm definitely not a doctor. I probably wouldn't be doing this show if I was.
I would.
No offense.
I would.
Maybe I would in the spare time, but Kawhi's camp's always really quiet. You just never know what's going on over there. This team definitely can't win it without Kawhi, but if the way they're playing right now, if they get Kawhi back and he's playing healthy enough, that's pretty scary too. We haven't. They're going to be, if Kawhi can come back, they're going to be ready. But to miss 2 games, it's almost like they're just saying, here, you win your home court games. We're going to hopefully double down on ourselves. We'll take care of our home court if Kawhi is back. We'll go into the series 2-2, and I'll play a 3-game series.
Yeah, they got to win one away then.
Mm-hmm. I guess there's one more thing I'd like to talk about in the playoffs before we move on. Is playoff frauding. I don't know how you pronounce it, but James Harden. Trying to turn that last name into Frauden.
Frauden.
The guy, he really confuses me. I mean, he had Kevin Durant around him, and just in his history of big playoff games, he kind of just disappears. Went 5-17, 2 for 12 from downtown, 29% shooting percentage, 4 turnovers. I get, I guess he was hurt and all, but I don't know, you're James Harden. The guy like looks at somebody and they call a foul. I mean,
100% free throw percentage.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, not what you would hope for from James Harden.
No, I mean, I hope it wasn't good. I wanted the Bucks to win that series, but he didn't look good. So
Yeah.
par for the course, you know. Somebody was going to fold. Apparently, the Bucks flop in the playoffs. So was James Harden. So somebody's got to flop. And well, also speaking of flop, we got Flop Rivers and the Sixers, who just continuously tend to choke under Doc Rivers.
Oh man.
I'm not a big Doc Rivers as a coach guy. He's got that one title, and he's been kind of living on. He's like the John. He got that title with KG Pierce, Ray Allen, Rondo. I mean, I don't know. Not a big fan. Not very impressed. He's kind of starting to get a track record of poor performances in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of people are talking about that. So, what do you think happens to him from here?
Well, this is year one for him. They ain't gonna get rid of him, and they did have the number one seed in the East. So I feel regular season wise, they exceeded expectations, and they looked really good.
Yeah.
They can kind of maybe fall back on the Joel Embiid injury and blame it on that, but maybe off season hasn't started yet. But maybe look out for some maybe type of movement with Ben Simmons. Maybe they move on from that. I don't know. I feel like something's got to change.
Yeah. Anything else with the playoffs?
Nothing I can think of. Other than I know, when playoffs first started, that I definitely said I feel like this is the most parity we've seen in the NBA playoffs since I can remember. I mean, we got the Hawks in there.
Yeah.
Beyond wild, the Clippers, the team that's always cursed, and then even the worst curse, Kawhi goes down and they win 2 games on Paul George's back. Okay, and they did it. The Bucks, they're the Bucks. They're not going to do it, and they did it. I don't know. I just feel as a fan, get out there and watch the games. It's been good. Other than the injuries, been a strange year for injuries. Apparently, this is the highest one injury rate among all-star players in playoffs history. So I wonder if the shortened season and some of those bubble teams from last year, if that has a role in it. But still good games. A lot of parity. It's nice to see.
Before we move on, I just wanted to touch on this one here. Do you think Coach Budenholzer has done enough to be off the hot seat right now? Or how far would he have to take this team, to be good to go? Or do you think that do you think he was on the hot seat?
Definitely on the hot seat. Beating the Nets is huge for him.
Yeah.
If they go to the NBA Finals, I think he's fine for one more year. Because this would be the farthest he's been, with the Bucks. They kind of got over that hump, and he took out the Super Nets. So I think he'll kind of get a pass there. If they don't beat the Hawks, I could see him getting canned. I feel that's a letdown. I mean, you just took out the Heat, you took out the Nets, and you're going to let the Hawks beat you? I feel that they would probably move on. There's some good head coaching candidates out there, like Rick Carlisle out of Dallas, to mention. I think they would be ready to move on from that. That would be a letdown to me.
Definitely. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about Aaron Rodgers, and what's all going on there. Aaron Rodgers still not back. I guess they are moving on right now with Jordan Love. I mean, what else can you do, right? Well, I guess Blake Bortles would be an option. And the narrative is changing on Jordan Love. A lot of people are starting to see things they like in his game. So that's interesting to me. So we got a couple of questions. I'm going to shoot them over to you. Uh, and you're going to answer as one of the personnel from the Green Bay Packers.
Ooh, okay.
Just getting it here.
I can definitely feel out both sides of the story, so I'm excited for this one.
Excellent. All right. First question. This one's for Aaron Rodgers. So getting your Aaron Rodgers mindset here. If you're Aaron,
Trying to grow
when
some hair.
when are you thinking about coming back?
Uh, Not until you show me that I have a voice in this for this team. I know I have a voice in the locker room, but I kind of want a voice in that general manager's office. Whether that's scouting out a receiver, having a voice on, hey, do you want to maybe pull trade for this guy or not? Yeah, contract would be cool. I want you guys to show that you're devoted to me beyond these next 2 years. If you can't do that, then I guess I'll stay in Hawaii. I mean, if you're not gonna, you haven't shown me anything yet this offseason. You can keep saying we want you, we want you, we want you, but words are words, man. Show me some action. I don't see that action. I'll sit. I'll wait. I'll stay patient.
So, do you have any? Do you really have any other plans for the off season? Are you really gonna go do Jeopardy or something? Just hang out.
At this point in my life, if I'm Aaron Rodgers, which right now I am, I feel pretty comfortable with what I've accomplished, and we've heard him say this before. I've just got engaged. I might maybe I will take a year off and just kind of enjoy my engagement, get ready for the wedding. Be nice to not take some hits for a year, and maybe see what happens next year. I'm very comfortable at this point in my career that I've accomplished all I need to do. I've made plenty of money in this league. I'm very comfortable with that, and I do have a Super Bowl, a couple MVPs. Can still ride out on top with that, and I feel pretty comfortable about it.
Well, enjoy your time off, Aaron. I hope this gets worked out one way or another. And I wish you the best. Next up, we got a question here for Gutekunst, general manager of the Green Bay Packers. Goody, when do you think it might be time to officially move on from Aaron Rodgers? Would you consider a trade at this point? I mean, or do you just let him sit and move on with Jordan Love officially? At some point, do you feel that the team needs to know what direction they're going in?
As far as I know, right now, our direction is going to be going forward with Jordan. If Aaron wants to show up, we're fully supportive of Aaron and we want him here. But we have no plans in trading Aaron. If I'm having a heart-to-heart conversation with Aaron right now, you're either playing here or you're not. It's balls in your court, buddy. You're going to forfeit $20-30 million. You're going to have to pay back. And as a general manager of the Green Bay Packers, we would have no issue spending that elsewhere, but we would rather put that money down on you. We feel we're fully prepared in conversations with Jordan and watching him in training camp with Matt. They're really beginning to click. We're seeing a lot of strides in Jordan, and we're fully prepared with not just our quarterback situation, but our running back room, wide receivers, new additions, and the defensive coaching staff. We're more than just a quarterback. We're a complete team, and it's football. It's 12 men on the field at once, not one. You hear my dog roaming in the background. Maybe she's not so happy with
That's what
Foodie's
that
answer,
is.
but
Okay.
yeah. We're ready to go. Aaron, you're ready to come back. We will glad you have you, but that's balls in your court. We're fully prepared with Jordan and the steps that he's taken, and we're ready. Whatever quarterback is, I think Matt said, this week, our plan is to have a QB1. It don't matter what his name is, but we're going to have a QB1 and we're going to have him ready.
Yeah, you got to have somebody ready. Can't really wait on that. Got to have a backup plan if Aaron Rodgers isn't going to be at least in the building. And why not, right? I mean, not going to have nobody taking snaps. So it sounds like they're pretty set to go with Love over anybody else in the building, which makes a lot of sense. Next question is for Devontae Adams. Devontae, how do you feel, if you're Devontae, how would you feel about the idea of catching footballs from Jordan Love this year?
Like I previously stated, I back my guy Aaron, and I'll sit on the mountaintop, like I've said, and scream Aaron's name, and that's the guy I want back. What if it's Jordan out there? I'll gladly catch balls from him. I'll gladly catch balls from our punter. It don't matter who's throwing me the ball. I still believe I'm a top 2 wide receiver in this league, and I'm not number 2. So I'm out there to win. I'm out there to do the best of what's going to improve my team and make me look great. I know everybody in the media understands I'm in a contract year, so I'm going to go out there and show this next year that the contract I get, that I'm well worth every dollar. I'm ready to go. I'm just ready to step in the building. I'm excited for camp. I'm excited for the guys next to me. It don't matter who's throwing me a football. I don't care if it's a jugs machine or not. I'm catching it. Let's go. Go, Pack, go.
Go Pack, go. Love it. We appreciate you, Devontae. So that will wrap up our interviews with the Packer staff. We appreciate them as always. Chance, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with Gutekunst there that got to keep Aaron Rodgers on the team, right? No trade, no way.
No trade, no way.
I know that's excuse me, that's been your position pretty much since the start of this thing. I've been kind of, I don't know if you want to say wishy-washy, but I was open to some ideas. But you got to take it if you're going to. You gotta make sure you hit the window, and get a good value out of that, and it better be a pretty ridiculous value. So, I mean, maybe the offers were never there. Like they had reported some of them didn't exist. Sounds like, but who knows?
If I'm Goody, I sit and wait, and I say, we're not trading you until somebody decides to come and change my mind, but I'm not taking phone calls.
Yeah.
So you better come pounding down my door and say, here's 4 first-round picks. Here's this. Highly unlikely, but you better come and find me. It ain't going to be via phone. We're not trading Aaron until I get something Godfather style and offer a camp for free.
That's right. All right. Next up, we are bringing on Gage for top 3 athletes to party with. Oh yeah. This should be a good one. So simple as that. We are choosing our all-time favorite athletes to party with, based on predictions. Because I haven't partied with any of mine personally, but maybe they see this show and they just want to give it in sometime. I don't know. Could happen. So who wants to start us off with this one? Gage is real quiet.
Go with it. Let's go, Gage.
Are we running through all 3 or just doing one at a time?
We could do maybe one at a time. Everybody goes once.
Okay. All right, I'll start out then. I don't know which one you had first, I guess. Ron Artest. I think he'd be a great guy to party with. Could you imagine, dude, just like in the club and Ron Artest just starts throwing elbows as hard as he can, just running through the club, man, just running through the crowd, throwing bows.
Yeah, I can imagine it.
There's no way partying with Ron Artest wouldn't be lit.
Oh man, sounds a little dangerous, but as long as he's on your team, I think you're good, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. My first, ooh, my first is David Bakhtiari, and I'm gonna bring in a little bit of film for you guys. Look at this. We got David Bakhtiari at the Bucks game, slamming a beer. Y'all see that? Whoo! Where'd it go? I'm sorry. I don't know if that's David Bakhtiari or David Blaine, because those things disappeared. And then Rodgers. I thought this was hilarious by Rodgers, by the way.
The Game of Thrones part.
The part where he couldn't quite chug it. But I'm gonna go back one more time here. Maybe we can. I don't know how to slow this down, but wow, that's real time. That's amazing. So I think Bakhtiari would be awesome to party with. Just slamming beers, Wisconsin style. You know how we do. Be a good time, guaranteed. Chance, who you got?
Let me see who pops up first on my list. Is it? Yeah, that's what I thought. Mike Tyson. Recently, I think even before this, watching this documentary, I watched Mike Tyson just the other day. Even just watching The Hangover. I know it's acting and all, but man, I just see Mike Tyson as a fun guy to hang around. And also a guy that, somebody wants to mess with me. Well, for one, I don't think you're gonna, because Mike Tyson's with me. So I'm just gonna have a good night. I'm gonna be able to do me. I'm gonna have a good time. I might, set somebody off or push somebody else's buttons, but Mike Tyson's gonna finish you. So
Have you seen him in the Mike's Hard Lemonade commercials?
Yes, I have. I mean, just Mike Tyson just seems at this point in his life now. He just seems very. Yeah, I just want to party with Mike Tyson. I mean, come on.
Again, pretty dangerous. You guys are on the wild side, man. Yeah, exactly. And I think maybe it's just my face that I don't like to be in these situations, because this is like the face that people like to punch, I feel like. I don't know.
I mean, is that why you picked an offensive lineman?
Yeah.
Protection?
That's right. I don't know how good that's going to do, but against Mike Tyson and Ron Artest, but it'd be interesting anyway.
Are you gonna like my next pick then? Because my next one is Steve Austin, baby, Stone Cold.
Ooh.
Jumping up on the top ropes. And the beer's flying from out of nowhere.
Oh,
Classic.
man.
I think he's actually like making his own beer too.
He's got an IPA.
Oh, he actually has one out already.
Yep.
Right on. Yeah, I get together with Stone Cold. I feel like he'd be a good guy to just get together with at like a small town bar. Just sit at the bar and just BS with.
And then go booze with.
Have a couple Stone Cold IPAs or something, even though I don't like IPAs at all.
Broken Skull IPA.
That actually might be what they're called.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Wasn't he on what was that show he was on?
Broken Skull Ranch.
Yeah, that was a pretty sweet show. Do that after a couple beers.
I can't even do that sober.
Me neither. All right. Next up, I got Conor McGregor.
We just got nothing but fighters.
Yeah. Woo! But he's so. I'm definitely down with Conor McGregor. I was watching some of the clips, and he's fucking hilarious. He's just a shit talker. Sometimes, he throws shit through a bus window or something. But I feel like he never does shit that's not deserved. I'm down with it. Fuck it. I feel like, again, like, I'm not gonna get punched here. I feel like that's not. I feel like I could not get punched and hang out with Conor McGregor. It'd be sweet. So, there you go.
We just picked nothing but fighters here.
That's because they know how to party.
True.
We need protection when we're partying.
Shout out to Proper 12, Conor McGregor's.
That too. The party's already started. there's your shout out. Like a glitchy chance said half of it. Hey. All right, I'm sorry. Chance, who you got next?
I just want to say it's Babe. The Babe. Yep. So, part of the reason why I picked the Babe, I mean, I've heard so many legends of the Babe of nights before games, and even leading up to games of him literally playing wasted, smoking cigars in the dugout after games, going to like pancake shops and eating like 50 pancakes. So if there's ever been a good person I've ever partied with is maybe after the party you hit up Perkins late night, or in the morning you get that late day brunch, get that breakfast food, feed that gut. And I feel like Babe's the man. I mean, that's what I want to do. I want to get some fucking food in this gut. So I'm going Babe Ruth. Maybe smoke a stogie.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the guy was just huge. He literally just went out there, partied, drank booze, ate a bunch of food, and smacked home runs.
It was a different time, man.
Different time. There's never like you would have never heard from Babe Ruth like, hey, sorry, dude, I gotta work in the morning. Oh, I gotta work in the morning? I better be up for this. Bam. Smacking homies.
Oh, man. That does sound like a good time. All right. Gage, who you got?
Last but not least, I got Rob Gronkowski.
Ooh.
Gronk. Just
That
Gronk
does
spiking
sound-
everything in sight.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really have much to say. I just feel like he'd be a great guy to party with.
He's your hype man too.
Yeah,
Like,
he knows how to party.
Ron Artest and Steve Austin. I'm not saying they don't know how to party, but that's intense. Those are they could be a little intense there. Rob Gronkowski is gonna lift that mood, dude.
Yeah.
I like that.
I didn't really think of a dynamic hanging out with all three of them.
Oh yeah, you gotta hang out with all three. You're not just gonna hang out one-on-one, dude. It's a party.
Yeah, it might be a little wild dynamic I got going on there, but
That's
Hey,
okay.
it worked
I
for
just threw
sure.
that in there now. It's okay. Let's see what my party's gonna be like. I feel like it's okay so far. Maybe Bakhtiari's, kind of just like tuning Conor McGregor out. I'm just laughing, being crazy, and then and Johnny Football walks in. Oh yeah. Johnny Manziel comes in, throwing up the money, the cash money. What is Johnny Football doing these days?
I heard Johnny Cashier.
Johnny Cashier. So, he's just a guy he knows how to party. So yeah, let the good times roll. Maybe him and Conor McGregor throw down in a little UFC match or something. We've seen crazier matchups. Maybe. Chance, who you got?
So for me, my last one, I'm a pretty big golf fan and golfer, and I couldn't imagine golfing a better 18 than golfing an 18 with John Daly. He's a guy. You can go back, watch some highlights, grip it and rip it. He's got his own alcoholic beverage. It's like a lemonade tea type thing called Grip It and Rip It. Or maybe it's Grip It and Sip It. One of the two. But that guy's a parter. He shows up. If the camera's not on him, he's smoking a cigarette. If the camera's not on him, he's drinking a beer. I've seen documentaries on this guy too as well. Drinking like bottles. I mean, not shots, bottles before tournaments and going out there and smashing the ball.
The water.
Yeah, into the water, but I don't care, man. It's golf. Are you not hitting into the water? Who cares?
I'm hitting him in the water.
I'm not a pro. He is. I'm just out there to have a good time. And
I hit every ball I had into the water once.
On John Daly.
I remember that. You just teed him off one after the other, didn't you?
It was a bad day. Every day at golf is a bad day.
That's why I need John Daly. You just get wasted if it sucks.
So there you have it, folks. So who wins the bar brawl? Well, I got Johnny Football, so I think I'm probably out.
I think C-Loke wins that one. He's just got a bunch of big dudes.
Yeah. The Babe Ruth. I don't know why.
It'd be a close one between mine and Chance's, I think.
Do you ever picture the Babe in normal clothes, or do you just always picture him in his baseball uniform? He probably just has his wooden bat with him.
Always
Picture him in the Yankee stripes.
Yeah, he's just cracking people with his baseball bat. He just has with him at the bar.
He does not leave the bar without the bat.
Doesn't go anywhere without the bat.
Rob Gronkowski takes like 6 hits with the bat. He's just like screaming.
Yeah.
Doesn't go down. It would be good.
Ron Artest is the same.
Steve Austin would be good too, man. Oh my gosh. I don't know what Bakhtiari would do. Probably just chill. Slam a couple more beers.
Johnny Manziel's your glaring weak spot.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm done. Conor McGregor might put somebody in an arm bar, but I mean, or something, you know. I don't know. It'd be interesting. All right. Whew. Next up, see you in a little bit, Gage. Me and Chance are moving on over to MLB. Don't mind the tan lines. This past couple weeks here, the MLB has been talking about cracking down on the substances they're going to ban for pitchers to use while pitching. And this is in, the year of the pitcher, as they're saying, where we've been seeing a high amount of strikeouts previously, but I mean, man, things are just looking wild. It looks like they changed the baseballs again, maybe.
They did.
Yeah. So the pitchers are just chucking them, getting some wild rotation, some crazy pitches out there. So now they're looking at the substances that pitchers use, which has always been kind of, questionable for some of the substances. Some are outright banned, but now they want to do a crackdown. One pitcher, Tyler Glasnow, I believe he's down there with the Rays. Yep. He was speaking out, says he's 100% sure, or he 100% believes that not using sunscreen contributed to him having an injury. And he's saying that people have been using things like sunscreen and other things to increase their grip for, since baseball's been around basically. And now the MLB wants to crack down on it. What are your thoughts on this? He's saying it's gonna have an effect where pitchers are gonna get injured. He's saying he's already thinks it's contributed to his injury.
I don't think they should be able to use anything. I don't ever remember Babe Ruth complaining about, and he's pretty freaking white, to be honest with you, complaining about not having enough sunscreen, and that injured him, and he was a pitcher. Sunscreen, man, come on. I don't think they should be able to use anything other than that rosin bag they got back there. Baseball's really confusing to me right now. I know they want to get more viewers and they want to make things more interesting. So why they're changing the balls, why they're partially allowing, but now I understand cracking down on some of this substance they're putting on the balls. But fans want to see home runs. They want to see hits. So I'm glad they're cleaning up some of the substances that they're putting on there, but I don't think they should be able to use anything.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of the thing too. It's just hard to regulate it too. You're gonna have the umpires out there looking at stuff all the time.
So. Yeah, baseball's really worried about a time thing. They want to speed up the game. Now we're gonna go out there and check if the pitcher has too much sunscreen on. Are we only allowing SPF 30? Is SPF 45 too thick and you get a little bit more yunk on the ball? Like, yeah, baseball's so finicky with this, and that.
And this happened. It happened in a college game where they went out and checked a pitcher's glove. And he didn't have anything on it. Or maybe it was a minor league game, but...
And you shouldn't get rid of it out of the game, but it's just baseball. There's always some form of cheating and advantage going on in baseball. And it's just, I mean, I guess to the history of it, that's how the league's always been. So why would it change now, I guess. But which, you think of all the major sports, not counting steroids in all professional amateur sports. Baseball's the one that has the most scandals that don't involve steroids, and probably does also involve the most with steroids.
Yeah, I mean, that when you talk steroids, I mean, that's what I think of first. And even if, maybe it's equally as prevalent in like the NFL, still with all the publicity it's gotten in the MLB, that's what I think of.
Yeah. I just think you got to crack down. I'm okay with them cracking down on it, but I want to see more runs. So I'm glad they're doing that. It just feels like, why has it come to this?
I honestly want to see the ball in play, and I'd rather see the great pitching than a bunch of home runs and a bunch of strikeouts. I think that's boring. I think that's the most boring for me. A bunch of home runs and a bunch of strikeouts, because the home run record just seems so wild now.
Mm. And that's where the league is at right now. I'll tell you that, like, the highest actually home run rate and highest strikeout rate. Yeah. Guys are literally just going up to the plate and only swinging for the fences. I'm kind of okay with it, but like I said, you want to see the ball in play where you get to see some web gems. You get to see
people running around the bases, some throws. Throw the ball. Throw someone out.
Yeah, I mean, more than just two facets of the game. I mean, it's almost turned into like a longest drive contest if you can hit it.
Exactly. But again, like I do like seeing them chuck these wicked curveballs and stuff like that. I think it's cool. So I mean, it's difficult to say because some substances are outright banned, but it's almost like the steroid thing too, where they ban a certain substance, a certain kind of topical cream, and then a new one comes along, and they're just banning things one by one. It gets kind of annoying. So maybe an outright substance ban other than the rosin bag makes more sense, where you're not questioning. But I mean, what else can they use? Things that they put on their body like that. What if they accidentally get a little some kind of dry stick deodorant on their fingers on accident or something? Kick them out of the game? Something, I don't know.
It's baseball. It's never gonna end.
Yeah. That's how they stay relevant, I guess. That's what we're talking about right now, right?
Basically.
But anyway, we have to talk about the good baseball right now. We're bringing Gage back here for Northwoods League wagers. What up, bro?
One second.
This is gonna be a fun one.
Give it in.
Oh boy.
Andy's gone.
And you get it out.
Get it out.
Oh man. So we're just gonna talk a little Northwoods League wagers. I'm gonna throw something down here.
Something. Make
You're
it
going to the
interesting.
game, Gage? The
We're
Larks
going to the
game.
Larks game tomorrow.
And
on
they're playing the
Tuesday.
Mud Puppies.
Mud Puppies.
Now the Mud Puppies are pretty terrible,
Yeah, according to the record.
according to their record. Which is basically what we're going on. Chance went to a game, so maybe he can give you a rundown on how the Larks are. You're gonna see it with your own eyes tomorrow. Me, I've boycotted the Northwoods League since the Bullfrogs became the Booyah. Actually, since they moved stadiums into Ashwaubenon instead of Green Bay. It's a complicated
Boycotted
story.
The whole league.
I don't want to say it's like a hard boycott, but I needed a break. Like, how do you just go cheer for a team that they ripped out of your home community? I had to move out of Green Bay because of that. So
Man,
now I live out of town. Sad state of affairs.
that's deep.
Yeah. So we're gonna be making some predictions. Maybe we'll talk about that Larks game tomorrow, Tuesday. But first, let's make a little prediction on the year. Now the season's already started. I'll just bring down the standings here. Oh, well, there they are.
I got the Bucks.
Gage got the Waterloo Bucks. All right. Chance, you're taking the Larks, yeah?
Staying hometown. Let's go Larks.
Go Larks. And now
Go
my
Larks.
hometown team would be the Green Bay Booyah. But now there's another team that I've always wanted to cheer for, but I had to cheer for the Green Bay Bullfrogs because they were my team. But now that it's a little bit more open, I haven't really been loving on the Booyah since they took the team out of my little neighborhood back there. I'm going to go with the Fond du Lac Dock Spiders, who are at 12-8, tied with the Bismarck Larks, but in a different division. And the Waterloo Bucks are at 14-6. So we are betting on who will win the championship, yeah? Or are we
Yeah.
betting best record?
Well,
What
I
if
mean,
n-
either one, right?
What if nobody wins the championship?
I mean, then it goes by best record.
What about
So-
furthest?
Furthest?
I would say who goes the furthest, and then tiebreaker would be best record.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. Somebody note that.
Noted mentally.
Mentally
and
noted.
documented on the internet forever.
Yeah.
Chicka, yeah. And so the loser, right? We're just gonna do the loser has to what? We're talking about maybe buying hats, or what do you guys want to do?
Yeah. I think
Straight
we're doing
cash,
hats.
bitcoins?
Yeah. I mean, I would rather do cash, but you guys don't want to do bets, so
Oh,
guess it's hats.
I mean, I'm down for whatever. I wanted to do, something more material online, but if you feel real
I'm down for
strongly,
whatever. Because I'm
So-
confident in my bet, so it doesn't
L-
matter. You guys make
loser-
it easy.
loser has to buy the other two hats for their teams.
Yep.
That's the
Right
deal.
on. So who's buying me a Bucks hat?
Chance is buying us hats.
Nice. Right on. Thanks,
Right.
man.
Thanks, bro. I wonder if I bet the Dock Spiders have sweet hats. I love their logo. The Dock Spiders are a pretty fun team.
Who's got the
Fond du
best
Lac?
record so far?
I don't know about Fond du Lac. I mean, I know about Fond du Lac, but not really my town. But go Dock Spiders. Now, let's see. So the where the heck did they go? The Bismarck Larks are 12-8. And the the Minnesota Mud Puppies are 3-9. What's a good over under for runs scored? Like 5, 6, 7,
I went to a game last week and the Larks scored 5 and they lost.
Against who? Jeez, this guy.
The Loggers.
The Loggers. And the Loggers are 11-9. So they're quite a bit better record-wise than the Mud Puppies. So let's do a over-under of 7.5. And let's put on the line. What do you want to put on the line, Gage? I mean, you're the one going to the game, right?
Yeah, well, do I get to pick which one I want or what?
You are going to get to pick over or under.
Okay.
But what do you want to put down on it?
$50.
$50. All right, $50 on an over under of 7.5. For the Bismarck Larks, and that's 7.5 runs. Just so we're clear, they are going to score
Like
over.
combined.
No, not combined. The Larks.
I get to pick over or under that.
Yes. The Larks only, not combined.
All right.
But they're playing the Mud Puppies, dude. They scored 5 against the Loggers last week.
What are the Loggers?
11-9. And the Mud Puppies are 3-9. So I guess they could win their next 8 games and be tied up. So
We're smoking them. Picking the over.
You're picking the over. All right. Oh, I love it. Are you going to the game, Chance?
I am.
You are. Ooh. You got some sluggers on the team or what?
Their first baseman can actually whack the ball pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say he actually plays at the U Mary, local kid.
Okay. Did he hit one out when you went to the game the other week?
No, nobody was even close to the fence.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna be hard to do an over under on home runs, huh?
Hard to say.
You want to go over or under on the Mud Puppy score?
Yeah, who's paying me if I win?
Me, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are these official like over unders?
What do you mean? Is there a betting line on this? I don't know.
I don't know.
I just made it up. You don't like it? You should have said something. Chance is like, Chance doesn't want in on this. That's fair. That's fine. That's fine.
I'm taking the under.
You're taking the under. Okay. You sure?
Are you sure?
Am I sure? What are you talking about?
Because you're paying me, right?
Yeah,
So
I'm
you're
betting
losing money if
against you. That's how bets work.
So you're just essentially you're just a banker.
You don't like the over-under. You don't like it? You just think it's obviously under. That's how you feel? Like you're ripping me off or something?
No, I don't think that at all.
I mean, they scored 5 against the 11-9 team. It's not like these Mud Puppies have won 25% of their games. Yeah, maybe they win. Maybe they get smacked around. I don't know who's pitching for them. I didn't look into it that much. You want me to see if their best pitcher's pitching? Because they must have one who won those 3
How long
games.
how long do I have to lock in this decision? Like 30 seconds or what?
Yeah. What do you
Okay, give me the
Google?
over. No, give me the over.
Give me the over.
Me.
Me. You're taking the over.
Yeah.
Okay. You sure? Changed like 8 times here. You want to chime in, C-Loke? What do you think? Nah, don't. You better not. Keep your mouth shut. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not that mean to him usually.
I'm about to lose.
Your mic's cutting out a little bit there. So what'd you say there?
So it doesn't matter which one I pick, it's going to be the other one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good over-under, yeah? I mean, you don't feel super confident either way, right? I don't.
I don't know. I don't know anything about the league. I don't know if they score a bunch of runs every game or not. Really is just a total gamble.
I mean,
$50 roulette play.
yeah, pretty much. It's a lot of runs to score, 8 runs in a baseball game, but, I mean...
A lot. How many did they score in the last game, Chance?
The one I watched at 5.
5.
But they lost. They didn't play very good.
And that was to their loggers.
All right, I'll take the over. Whatever.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Are we doing another bet, though?
Hey, if you guys want, line up some bets. I'm about to die on battery here because I've been chilling in my basement. Let the pooch out. We don't have another segment after this, right?
No, we just gotta head on out. But
I might early sign off.
no, you're not signing off early. Stop it. We'll just wrap this up. So
Yeah, we'll wrap it up real quick.
Gage took the over on the 7.5 for 50. We got a hat bet to see who wins. Gage got the Waterloo Bucks. I got the Dock Spiders, and Chance has the Bismarck Larks. Make sure you follow up, see how that ends. Gage will let us know how the Larks do this week. Gage, I'm gonna have you pop off, bro. Catch you later.
Yeah, later.
Make sure you find us on social at TUN Sportscast on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the Up North Sportscast on YouTube. We always going crazy on here, so make sure you come in, hop in on that chat. Don't be afraid, y'all. We will catch you later. It's been a good show. We love doing this all the time. Make sure you check out our official F1 affiliate, Tons F1 on YouTube under our same channel. Good content, and we'll catch you later.